First of all, thank you for watching. I chose to reshoot lesson 5, and in this lesson we read the novel Cam Jansen and the Mystery of the Dinosaur Bones. This is a 2nd grade AR book. Before shooting, we reviewed what happened in the first few chapters, and I told them, I know you've already read this book before, but I'm still going to ask you to make predictions. What we did not review was vocabulary, and that's something I really regret. I forgot to go over vocabulary before we started shooting, and I also forgot to hand out the original dinosaur printouts that I made for them. This is for the Brachiosaurus and for the Coelophysis, and that helped them to picture what the dinosaurs looked like and the size of the dinosaurs. And I regret not doing that before the lesson. I also gave them their original open mind portraits. So I gave them the choice if they wanted to make a new one or if they just wanted to add to the one that they already had, and they chose to just add to the one that they already had. When I worked one-on-one with them, in the original lesson we did work on sight words, but in the lesson that I redid, I just found this game in my grandma's basement. My grandma's 82 and I go over there to help her sometimes, and this time I was helping her in the basement and I found this gem of a game, sentence cube game. It's a Scrabble sentence game, and I told her that I went on Amazon and they don't make them anymore, and I love that there were just sight words on, mostly sight words on every dice, and how great that would be to review sight words and the kids could shake them up and time themselves, and then they'd be more motivated to read faster, reviewing sight words, but in a way that didn't feel redundant for them. And actually, one of my students, and you'll see in the video, she struggles every time I ask her to read. She kind of shuts down. She doesn't really like to read. She doesn't like to review the sight words. But she actually asked me if she could take this game home with her. So I think that it is going to be a good game and motivating for students, and then as they go along, maybe they could work in pairs and make sentences and play the actual game. So just kind of a funny thing. This game is copyrighted for 1971, and then they also had in here, they had one dated. The last time that my grandma played it was in 1989, so I thought that was funny. But yeah, so they really enjoyed this game, and I think it's going to be a fun game to add to my collection, my teaching collection. And then also I had trouble, we had trouble getting all of our schedules together when the students and I could get together. And so at the time that we could all do it, I did have one student that had to leave early, so I had to kind of go through it quickly. And at the end, we didn't do our SSR, which is the sustained silent reading. And I chose to do this because Dr. Weileiser talks about it a lot, where we should allow children to pleasure read and let them choose their book, and also pay attention to what book that they choose, because do they like fiction or nonfiction, and how can we make better choices for them. Also, around this area, a lot of elementary schools are switching to the Daily 5, which is by Gail Bushy and Joan Moser. And the Daily 5 is all about building a child's stamina. And so they get to choose if they read, write, work on word games. I can't remember what all the 5 are. But what I did is I didn't give them all of the choices, but I did build on stamina. So we started lessons 3 through 6. We did 5 minutes, and then we built up to 6 minutes of silent reading. And then by the end, we did 10 minutes of silent reading. And my goal was for both students to build up their reading stamina and be able to read for a longer period of time, because during the survey and the interest inventory, both students said that they did not read for any amount of time that they knew of. So they couldn't tell me that they read for 20 minutes a day or 10 minutes a day. They just kind of said, well, I read when I want to, mostly at bedtime, but I don't have a set time frame to read. So I wanted them to be more thoughtful about that and think about how long they do read, or if they read the whole book in one sitting, or if they kind of read part of it and then read the rest later. I just wanted to build on that reading stamina, and maybe that they would find that they enjoy reading just for pleasure when it's their choice. So that is all I wanted to go over with you before the video. So again, thank you for watching. All right, you can start whenever you want. We're going to start with a sight word warm-up. Go for it.
How.
Okay, look at that one again.
Who.
Uh-huh.
Which. How. With. Few. Many. See. Long. Said. Now.
Nice job.
Who. Which. How. With. Many. There. See. From. Said. Now.
Good job. Let's look at number 5 again. You said there. Look at that word again. What do you think it is?
Here.
Yes. Okay, Ava, your turn.
Who, which, how, with, heel, many, see, from, and said, and now.
Perfect. One more time, Joe.
Who, off with the whole. Ow, with, many. Here. See, say, from, now.
Nice job. All right, now we're going to flip them over. Flip, flip, flip.
Go upside down.
Nice job. We'll have Joseph go first this time because Ava went first last time.
You can't put them upside down, man. Why? When, long, your, make, like, dog, for, saw, 9.
Perfect. Ava's turn.
Right, when, long, your, make, like, for, dog, say, and 9.
Good.
Right, long, when, your, like, make, dog, saw, 4, 9.
Nice job. Good warm up. Let's come take a seat. Okay. Nice job, guys. Okay, that was a good warm up with the sight word hopscotch. I think that's going to stay. All right, we started our Cam Jansen and the Mystery of the Dinosaur Bones novel already. And you guys have started your open mind portraits. I appreciate you guys coming back and doing this class over again. I know you've done this before, but I just had to record another one, so I appreciate you guys coming back. Okay, so we read the first 3 chapters and we met our characters. Who can tell me something about Cam Jansen? What's special about her?
She says click and it goes in her memory, and when it's in her memory, she never forgets.
You're right, and that's what we're doing in with our open mind portraits on the back. We're doing the events that happen in the story in order, so that we can remember the sequence and we know what to draw when she says click. All right, who remembers what a coleophysis is?
A seal's faces is, I knew what, now I forgot.
We haven't done this in a long time. The Coelophysis is the dinosaur that's missing 3 bones. And remember that he was the 8-foot-long dinosaur, but only weighed about 50 pounds. So he's a smaller dinosaur, and his name means hollow form. And do we remember what a Brachiosaurus is, Ava?
No.
Okay, so his name means arm lizard, and the Brachiosaurus, we learned in the book, weighed 50 tons. So he weighed more than all of the kids put together in your school. That's what we learned in chapter 3. And the Brachiosaurus is still the largest land animal largest known land animal. Plaster of Paris. I'll go over it. We didn't go over vocabulary before I started, and I apologize for that. Plaster of Paris. Remember when we did the Play-Doh model, and the plaster of Paris is just a little. It's rare to find a whole set of dinosaur bones. And so when they do the dinosaur bones, if they're missing a bone, then they make a little bone out of the plaster of Paris and color it the same color, so then you can have a whole display. So that's the plaster of Paris. And that becomes important with the milkman. Remember when we read the story about the milkman and he had plaster of Paris?
Mm-hmm.
What's a carnivore, Ava? A carnivore is a dinosaur that eats meat, or is an animal that eats all meat. What is a herbivore?
Plants.
Is a plant eater.
I'm getting confused with herbivore and
Carnivore? Carnivore is an animal that eats all meat, and a herbivore is an animal that eats all plants. All right, and we already went over photographic memory. So I'm going to hand out your colored pencils. And as I read 6 and 7, you're listening for the word click, so you know what to draw in her mind.
I'm going to read it. I don't know what to choose. There's red and blue.
All right, chapter 6. The streets were crowded with cars. It was after 4 o'clock and many people were driving home from work. Cam stayed on the right-hand side of the street. Eric rode behind her. The milk truck was already a block ahead. Cam and Eric pedaled hard to catch up. As Cam pedaled, her bicycle made a loud clicking sound. The kickstand was loose, and one of the pedals hit it as it went around. The milk truck made a right turn onto a side street, but before Cam and Eric could reach the corner, Cam had to stop. The loose kickstand was in the way. It was impossible for Cam to pedal. Eric got off his bicycle too. He pushed the kickstand on Cam's bicycle back into place. Cam said, "Thank you. You really need a new one," Eric told her. Cam and Eric got on their bicycles again. When they reached the corner, they signaled and turned. Cam looked ahead. A big brown dog was running along the sidewalk. A few cars were parked along the side of the street, but Cam couldn't see the milk truck. She stopped and waited for Eric. "We've lost it," Cam said. "Maybe not. I think I see a truck parked in the driveway of one of the houses on the next block. Maybe it's the milk truck." Eric led Cam to a small brick house with a white wooden fence around it. The milk truck was parked in the driveway. No one was sitting inside the truck. "They must have gone into the house," Cam said. She leaned her bicycle against the fence. "You stay here and watch for them," she told Eric. "I'll look around in the back." There was a high window on the side of the garage. As Cam walked past the window, she heard noises. She looked for something to stand on so she could see inside. Someone tapped on her back. It was Eric. "I locked the bicycles to the fence," he said. "I didn't want to wait out there alone." Cam found an empty wooden milk box behind the house. She put the box right under the window, climbed up, and looked through. There was a large table inside the garage. A few small bones and some larger ones were on the table. The milk box with the brown bag that they had seen the man put in the truck was there too. A bag of plaster of Paris was on the floor near some of the boxes, and metal tubs and a wheelbarrow with a pickaxe and shovel in it. "Get down," Eric whispered. "Someone will see you." "There's no one there," Cam said, but there was an open door. "Maybe it leads into the house. I'll bet that's where they went." Eric climbed up on the box. "Look," Eric said, "the 3 missing bones are on that table." Eric got off the box. He pulled on Cam's sleeve. "Get down," he said. "Let's go back now." Cam didn't move. She kept looking through the window. "We can call the museum," Eric said. "We can tell them we found their missing dinosaur bones." "Someone is coming through the door," Cam said. "It's the milkman." Eric quickly climbed onto the box. Cam and Eric watched the milkman take the brown bag out of the box. The bag was tied with string. The milkman tried to untie the knot. He couldn't. "Why did you tie it so tight?" he called into the house. "Use the scissors," a woman's voice answered. The milkman reached into the boxes. He took out a pair of scissors and cut the string. "I wonder what could be in there," Eric whispered. "It can't be a bone from the Coelophysis," Cam said quietly. "It's too big." The milkman tore open the side of the bag. There was something large and white inside. He took it out and carefully placed it on the table. "Wow," Eric said. "Look at the size of that bone. It must be from the Brachiosaurus." Cam said the one they were fixing in the museum. The milkman took out a ruler and measured the bone. He took a pad and pencil from his pocket and wrote on the pad. Then he looked at the bag of plaster of Paris. "We need more plaster," he called into the house. "Then let's go get it," the woman said. The milkman walked through the open door and into the house. "They'll probably use the plaster of Paris to make a copy of the bone," Cam said. They'll take the copy to the museum tomorrow and leave it there in place of the real one." "But how did they get in and out of the museum?" Eric asked. "And why do they want the bones?" Cam added. Cam and Eric stopped talking. They heard the front of the door of the house open and then slam shut. After a few minutes, Cam whispered, "I didn't hear the truck drive away, but they should be gone by now. Let's take a look." Cam walked quietly. Eric followed her. Cam peeked out past the edge of the garage wall. She saw that the truck was still in the driveway, and she saw something else. Our bicycles. What if they see them? What do you think is going to happen? Make a prediction.
They're going to find out whose bicycles it is, and then they're going to know whose bicycles. When they know whose bicycles is it, they will look for them, and when they look for them, they will get them out of the light bay.
Ooh.
I mean the place where they're at.
"We sure did see your bicycles. You were right," a man said. Cam turned. It was the milkman. He was standing behind Eric. "Janet," the milkman called. The woman came out. She was wearing a purple dress. It was Janet Tyler from the museum guide. "Well, well," she said. "Look who we have here. It's the Click-Click girl and her friend." The milkman put a key into a lock at the side of the garage door. The lock was electric. He turned the key and the door opened. The milkman led Cam and Eric into the garage. He pressed a button on the wall. The garage door closed. Janet Tyler and the milkman started to argue. She pointed to the dinosaur bones on the table. "It's all over. We'll have to give these back. And it's your fault. You should have made copies of the 3 small bones last night. Then these kids wouldn't have followed us." "I'm not giving anything back. Not yet," the milkman said. "We'll do just as we planned. We'll take the bones along on our dinosaur hunt. We'll bury them, and then we'll dig them up. Then we'll give the bones back to the museum." Janet closed her eyes and said, "I can just see the newspaper headline. Janet Tyler discovers buried dinosaur bones and gives them to the museum. I'll be famous. I'll speak to science groups all over the country. I'll make a fortune. Cam pulled on Eric's sleeve and whispered, "This is our chance." Janet's eyes are closed. "Take out the whistles you brought." Eric reached into his pocket. He took out 2 dog whistles, shaped like dinosaurs. Cam took one of them. "When I tell you to blow the whistle," Cam whispered, "blow it as hard as you can." "Stop whispering," the milkman said. Janet opened her eyes. She seemed surprised to be in the garage with Cam, Eric, and the milkman. Then the milkman told Cam and Eric, "Either you agree not to tell anyone about our plan, or we'll call the museum director. We'll put the bones in your bicycle basket and tell the director you took them and we caught you." What do you think about the milkman and Janet? Do you think they're
not fair?
They're not fair?
Because they had it and they're making them steal the bones.
Yeah, they're trying to frame them, aren't they? Were you surprised? No, you made the prediction that it was a person from the museum, so you were right. It was Janet Tyler from the museum.
I was correct.
Cam turned to whisper to Eric. Janet Tyler smiled. "That's right," she said. "You talk it over with your friend quietly. To count to 3, Cam whispered, then blow the whistle. 1. Cam quickly turned around. She pressed the garage door button. 2. The garage door opened. 3. Cam and Eric blew the whistle hard. Janet could hardly hear the sounds the whistle made, but she knew what kind of whistles they were. "Get the bones," Janet yelled. "Get the bones before some dog comes and runs off with them." She opened the door to the house. The milkman picked up as many of the bones as he could carry. "Quick, Eric," Cam said. "Crawl under the table." All right. Now that we have finished our read aloud, and you guys are working on your open mind as we read the chapters, now we're going to do our dinosaur journal write. And while one of you works on the journal write and on the iPad, I'm going to take the other one over to the table and we're going to work on sight words.
Can I work on sight words?
You want to work on sight words first?
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Ava, is that okay with you?
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't care. All right, so the question is, if you had a pet dinosaur, which would you choose and why? And the dinosaur app that we're going to use is called World of Dinosaurs. Oops, that's really loud from when we played. World of Dinosaurs. And what you can do is you can go up here and you can to this little magnifying glass and you can search a certain dinosaur. Or you could even start at the top. Hit the magnifying glass. Can you sit down so Ava can see too? Thanks. Hit the magnifying glass again so it disappears on the side. And you could hit this arrow and it'll go through the dinosaurs. And once you find a dinosaur that you like, do you see that there's an eye with a circle around it at the bottom? Hit that and that's going to show you the dinosaur name and information. Okay? Alright, so if you had a pet dinosaur, which would you choose and why? You can choose any dinosaur you want. If you want a Tyrannosaurus Rex, you can have it. Do you want the T-Rex because it'll help protect your family?
And they won't. They will eat us.
You would eat your family. Okay, so maybe that wouldn't be a good pet.
Because they will. Because they are eat meat.
All right, so you can pick any dinosaur you want, but you have to tell me why. And you also have to tell me if it's a carnivore or herbivore. But if you can't find out that information, I can help you after I work with the sight words. But I'm looking that you start with a capital letter, your sentences end with punctuation, your sight words are spelled correctly because we've been working on sight words, and to include the correct dinosaur name. So do you see that this says Stegosaurus at the top? So you're copying the correct dinosaur name, so we know which dinosaur you looked up, okay? And it includes just one fact. But your fact should be the reason why you chose the dinosaur. So I know the first time we did this, you chose pterodactyl because it can fly. That's one fact, that the pterodactyl can fly. You chose the pteranodon because it looked like because it had feathers. Is that right? Yeah, and so, yeah, I think that's right. That you chose the pteranodon because it had feathers and you like feathers. Mm-hmm. That's one fact. So that'll work. So you guys know how to do this. Alrighty. Do we know what we're doing? Mm-hmm. Okay, Ava, I will hand this over to you. I'll take your open mind portraits of Cam Jansen. And I'll move this over here.
How many dinosaurs were there?
There's tons of dinosaurs. I don't even
There's
know.
a bunch.
Way too many. Here's a whole pack of pencils for you to write. And here's your, which would you choose and why? All right, Joe, I'm going to have you come over here. And we're going to work for about 10 minutes and then we're going to switch. All right, Joe, you can just take a seat here. I'll try to get this set up all right, but we'll see. I'm not very good at this. Okay. All right, so we went over our 100 words. Ah! Okay, it's just gonna have to work like that. All right. Okay, I'm gonna go over some sight words. Are you ready? Mm-hmm. All right, here we go. Ooh,
even look at the chair.
Oh, it's just, I know, these aren't very comfortable. Okay.
No, they're kind of small and I can't get so high.
I know, well, yeah. Good thing we're not writing anything. Okay, ready?
Mm-hmm. Them is you play him for down about and as by it's upside down.
Ah, sorry.
Many he there say no I some on the then is you play him.
We did it? Okay, and we're back to the beginning. Nice job.
You want me to make me more.
I was like, see you work. Okay. I'm going to have you do this one.
There. Here.
Nice job.
Like.
Perfect.
You're with.
Nice.
You're with. When. What? Which.
Good.
When. Which one?
Which one? Nice one. You are on a roll. Okay, this is a little bit of a different game. I got this game from my grandmother. It's a very, very old game. Okay.
Okay. Do you need to make words with it?
These are a combination of sight words and other words. And what you're going to do is you're going to shake it up and you're going to dump it. And I'm going to see how many words you can read.
Okay.
Okay? And then we're going to time you and see how many words you can read. And after you dump it and you read all the words, pick it up and dump it again. Okay? We're going to just keep going.
What happened if the time was over?
Well, then we'll count how many words you read. Okay?
Okay.
All right. And this is just going to help you with sight words and speed and fluency. And you tell me when you're ready, okay?
Okay. I'm ready.
Okay, ready? Go.
The as
Good.
cold
Yes.
where
Perfect.
to
Yes.
soft
Perfect. Nice sounding out.
Down. Kiss.
It does say kiss.
You never told me that one was a kiss.
It does say kiss. This is called, it's Scrabble. Have you ever played Scrabble before? It's sentence Scrabble is what it's called. Okay, dump it. It's a game from the 60s.
Off, hat, good, where, again.
That's okay.
Bad,
Yes?
off, not.
Mm-hmm.
It would be funny if I put not bad, got.
Good job.
Not got.
And read
not
this one
got.
again.
Off,
Of. Good
I
job.
get confused with.
All right, you still have time. You want to dump it again?
Okay. I have a lot of time. Walk, bad, with, how, or, fast, in,
Perfect.
did.
Good job.
I still have time.
You still have time.
That's a lot. From, how, to, told, soft, down. It's a
Hate.
bad.
Good job.
It would be funny if I put it bad hate. Even I wasn't going to say it.
Yeah. Later on, what I want to use with this is to make sentences with them. But I just kind of wanted to see if it was possible to play it first.
Two.
Two. You're right. They're just spelled differently.
Bad.
Mm-hmm.
Old.
Perfect.
Old bad. Walk. With.
Yes.
Walk with. When.
Good job.
Walk with when. I'm almost out of time. Love, down, in, fast, or, ran, where, slow.
Good job. All right, time's up. Let's see here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. You read 51 words. Nice job.
Because I went fast. Can I do it one more time?
Yeah, I can do it. Sure. While I get out the next thing I want you to do. Ava, you have about 5 minutes, okay?
She has 5 more minutes to stay here?
No, she has 5 minutes before we switch, before she comes over here.
I'm going to see what my mom gets. I got an... Oh! Off. Off wrap.
All right. Okay. I would like for you to read
This whole
this
story.
whole thing. Yep. But you can do it. No timer. I just want you to read it. And it will do
Soccer team.
my soccer team. I chose this just for you because you told me you were so excited to start playing soccer when you moved to Texas. Okay.
This is going to have a lot of. It's going to have a lot of words I can't read.
That's okay. I want you to do your best.
What happens if I don't know so much?
I will help you.
My soccer team. I'm happy. I just found out I can be on the soccer team. We have our first practice on Saturday. We practice at my school right after lunch. Our team is calling on the bluebirds,
Oh, blue bombers.
Blue bombers. Our colors are blue and white, so I get to wear blue shorts and blue and white shirts. The number on my shirt is 7. I am 7 years old. 7 years old. I think 7 must be my lucky number. We play our first game next week on Saturday. I can't wait to play. My dad said if I practiced a lot, I will do well.
Do well.
Do well at the games.
Okay, stop. Can you retell the story in your own words? Can you tell me what you just read?
I just read my soccer team.
Mm-hmm. And what happened to the boy?
He was in soccer. He got in soccer team. Wait. He found out that he could be on a soccer team. And he practiced after lunch. And his game is up first on Saturday. He has a 7. He has a 7 and he's 7 years old, and he thinks that's his lucky number.
Nice job, Joe. All right, thank you for your hard work. All right, we're going to switch, and you are going to do the dinosaur app, and Ava's going to come over here. Let me just make sure. Let me turn the app back on. There you go. All right, Ava, you come over to the changing phone. All right, and Joe, remember we're looking at it. Starts with a capital, ends with punctuation, sight words. Oh, there you go. Are spelled correctly, and your dinosaur has a name and at least one fact. Cool.
Birds?
You guys are doing really well.
Oh, sorry.
Alrighty. Ava, I'm going to have you start with sight words. Are you ready? Mm-hmm. Here we go.
And
Yep. Sorry, it was upside down.
with
Cool.
right one. Full
Yes.
down.
You're killing it.
Out.
What'd you say? Can you move your hand from your mouth so I can just hear you? Cool.
Apple. I don't know.
About. Yep.
M has boy. They.
Okay. Bye.
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 I. May.
Cool.
He. They'll.
Yes.
Say. No. I.
Mm-hmm.
Thumb. On. The. Them. If. You. Play. Him. When.
I think we're at the beginning. Good job. You did a very nice job. Okay. Let's look at this one more time.
What is this?
Oh, I'll tell you. It's going to be a really fun game. I think you're going to like it.
About.
Good job. Okay, so what we're going to do with this... Oh, I love that you finished your dinosaur story. We will read those together here in a second. This is a game. What I want you to do, shake it, dump it, and read as many words as you can. If you don't know the word, that's okay. I can help you, okay?
Okay.
And we're gonna have a little timer. I got this from my grandma, and I really liked it. It's called Sentence Scrabble. Okay. Can you smile before we start playing?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, can you smile before we start playing? Okay. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Looking in the camera right now, it looks like you're taller than me. I think you hit a growth spurt not too long ago. All right, tell me when you're ready. Go for it.
On.
Yep.
Cold.
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 Good job.
Up.
Yes.
Not.
Yes.
White. White.
I see you thinking where.
Well.
That's one of our word wall words.
Oh.
That's a laugh.
Laugh. Bad.
Bad.
Bad. Gave.
All right. Shake it up. Keep reading. You still have time. You're good.
As good with hate. Hate.
Yep.
Way.
Look at that one again. What is it?
Why?
Yep. I knew you knew that one.
No. Got.
Perfect.
Hate. Hard.
Hard. Ah! That's okay. I'll pick it up. You start reading. I'll pick it up. All right, go ahead.
On.
Wait, read
No.
that again? No. Yeah?
Act. Not. Kiss. Good. Well. Eight.
Slow. Good job.
All love if cold. Hot out. 8 4 4.
Nice job. All right, you can stop. Do you like this game?
Mm-hmm.
I think I like it too. We'll have to play this more often.
Is it time to go?
So, no, but almost. We're going to read our... Oh, I have two. You're going to read one more thing. Do you remember my rock collection?
Yes.
I just want you to read just the first paragraph, okay?
The heel?
To colorful. Or do you want to read to silver?
Colorful.
Okay, go for it.
I started a walk collection. It began when I visited the coast. There were so many walks on the beach. They were white and shiny, wet and shiny from the water. They came from many beautiful colors. They were pink, green, black, and white. Some walks and had been worn by the ripples,
By the waves.
by the waves. One even had a hole in it. When the walks dried, they were not so colorful.
Nice job. Okay, can you retell what you just read? Can you summarize it in your own words?
They were not so colorful. And they went to the beach and they saw mold walks.
Nice job.
That's all I can remember.
Okay.
What about the heel?
That's a good job. I don't know. It's wicker chair, so it just break over time.
Wrinkled?
They just break over time, yeah. All right, Joe, how are you doing?
These are so
I
complicated.
can't find anything I liked.
Okay, do you want to read your old one? I still have your old one.
I can't find. Even guess what I found?
What'd you find? Oh, yeah. So do you think that is a carnivore or a herbivore?
A herbivore. Carnivore.
Why do you think it's a carnivore?
Because it eats meat.
How do you know it eats meat?
Because the picture I can see meat in that diaper.
Yep, you're right. Okay.
I can teach how I
Writing.
don't like meat.
Writing is meant to be shared. So, Joseph, can you read? I'll give you a second to read it because you haven't seen it in a while. Ava, can you read what you wrote today? Which dinosaur did you choose? Oh, you want me to help you?
Like this.
Okay.
It's the same.
Melanorosaurus. That's really hard. Melanorosaurus.
This is the same. I like the Melanorosaurus.
I know, because I told you that we're redoing a lesson that we'd already done. That's why they're the same pages. Okay.
I like the Melanorosaurus because it has sharp teeth and sharp claws. It has stripes,
Mm-hmm.
and that's it.
It has stripes. Okay, so if you had a pet, you would want that because it has stripes.
Mm-hmm.
And do you know if it was a carnivore or a herbivore?
Carnivore.
And how do you know that?
Because I saw it eat meat.
Was it eating another dinosaur in the picture?
No, it was eating fish.
Oh, okay. All right.
Anyway,
Good deal. All right, Joe, what did you write?
if I will have, I forgot.
That's the pterodactyl.
Pterodactyl, because he flies high, can fly me to school.
Yeah,
And
you
I don't have to walk. Even Mom doesn't have to drive me to school. And the bus don't have to drive you. The pterodactyl fly.
You ride the bus with Ava and Savannah. Would you let Ava and Savannah ride your pterodactyl to and from school too?
If there was some space.
If there was enough space.
Even if I had enough seats that go and they don't hurt when they fly,
Mm-hmm.
it hurt. But they need to hang on to it. There might be something on it that will hang on. They can hang on to it. But whoever's in the middle has to hold on to that, and whoever's in the front and middle has to hold on to that, and whoever's in the back has to hold on to someone else. So
That makes sense.
I mean, Ava needs to be Ava in the back, and me and the friends there, and me and Savannah hold those two, and Ava has to hold Savannah.
Okay, next we normally do our
Because I'm
silent reading, and you guys get to pick whatever book you want. And then And we started, do you remember how we started silent reading? How much time did we start in the beginning?
6.
5 minutes, and then we built up a minute and a minute, and then at the very end we read for how long?
10.
10 minutes. Are you guys still reading for 10 minutes at a time in one sitting? Did you build up your stamina?
I never read it for that long. I was just playing video games.
You just play video games for that long?
I just play video games, Sky Rangers.
Have you read for 10 minutes at a time?
Mm-hmm.
You have? Good!
One time when
Because we were trying to build up your stamina so you guys would stop watching TV and video games and start reading for a long time. So normally right now we would do our silent reading, but I know that Ava has to go and Joe didn't get to finish his puppet show, so we're going to do that
and I'm
instead.
going to do mine.
So we'll do that instead. Okay, so thank you guys for a great summer. Thank you for doing this lesson over again. I appreciate it. You guys are good kids.